Hello, everyone. Today's topic is the nuclear football. While it's a very serious topic, I hope that we can have some fun along the way. And what I want to do is describe what it is and some scenarios that could come up and what it is not. Many people have the false impression that the nuclear football is just a football with some buttons on it, and the president hits the buttons and the world blows up. Well, that's not true. The nuclear football is actually a briefcase, and inside the briefcase has a transmitter that when the president puts in a certain code, it transmits that code to NORAD. Some of the things, well, we won't get into some of the things that are in the football just yet. What we will talk about is what the football is. First, I'll cover what it is not. It's not just a briefcase. It's a serious briefcase. And what it's designed for is so that if, say, China launches a nuclear-tipped missile at us, that we have options to take it out. But our options become limited the closer the missile gets. For example, if they sent a hypersonic missile, the hypersonic missile could go from China to Los Angeles in 10 minutes. So that means that when the President Biden, is given the warning, hey, this missile is incoming, and then they get out the nuclear football and he's given 2 to 3 dozen options. And then there's this little book. It's a little black book. It's referred to as the Black Book of Death, because that black book has the population of every city in America. And if a nuclear weapon hits that city, it lists how many people will die in that city and surrounding cities. And then he has to decide to protect that city or not protect that city. I know that sounds kind of screwed up, but that's the purpose of the nuclear football, to give the Secretary of Defense the options of what he's allowed to do. And when they get out the nuclear football, the Secretary of Defense is the only person allowed to make suggestions to the President on what the options are. And that's what it is. So think about this. The Joe Biden that we saw at the debate the other night is given this scenario, and he has 7 minutes to decide what cities on the West Coast will be saved. I know that's kind of scary, but why I'm covering this is the Joe Biden that I saw at the debate the other night is not capable of making this life or death snap decision. He's just not capable of that. And no one else is allowed to make that decision. Only the president can tell the Secretary of Defense, this is what options you're allowed. And it's just really upsetting to think that this president, which I wish he wasn't like this. I wish he was normal and that he could make the snap decisions, because then we wouldn't have to worry about if he makes the wrong decisions like he's supposed to. Example, he's told that the nuclear missile is coming at Los Angeles, and he tells him to protect Las Vegas. He doesn't know where he is. If he doesn't know where he is, how can he properly decide, yes, protect this city, yes, protect that city? And he's going to have 7 minutes to make 2 to 3 dozen snap decisions on what cities to save. And to me, that's kind of scary. And I wish it weren't like that. I wish he weren't pushing us into World War III in Europe. And one of the comments that he made at the debate was false. He said, there are no troops, American troops on the ground in Ukraine. On Monday, he signed the order to give our military contractors permission to go into Ukraine. Another thing that he did, it was brought up that his son Hunter was found guilty of several felonies related to a gun charge. Joe Biden said, basically, that's a lie, that never happened. That happened 2 weeks ago. If he's this out to lunch, that's my word, out to lunch, then he has no business being president. And it's not because I'm a Republican or that I'm a conservative and he's a liberal. We have lost having compassion for our fellow man. What I saw the other night was sad. It's not anything to do with him personally. It's just, he's very ill. And he needs to do the right thing and step aside. And even though I don't like Kamala, I would rather have her in charge of the nuclear football than him, because at least she is able to make decisions. And we're going to end it with that. And if you have any questions, I will be doing my first live tomorrow afternoon. Hope to see you all there. Bye now.